Hello. Sake, just to shoot out. Because I don't like having it in the sketchbook. We refresh the page. So we find the stream. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Turn off the volume. So, hello. Streaming for the first time in a while. What are we gonna do? Okay. So what I want to do is I want to draw like a pool party scene. So like everybody's in the pool and Annie's doing a cannonball into the pool. So let's see how the angling will be. I think like that's the edge. This is gonna be like looking into the pool. So those bricks will be really far back. Be closer. That's not how a ruler works. There's going to be a lot of experimental things with this. This is just the sketch part I'm working out. See how things go there. So if it's taken at, if the picture is taken at water level, I'm just thinking in terms of perspective here. I don't think I have enough room. Yeah, I think. This is a big pool that's over the end. Yeah. Will I have enough room? Yeah, let's just figure it out. Okay. Hello, Galaxy Rose. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. start this lower. I'll keep that there for reference. Actually, why did I erase this? Down a little more. Take these lines and scooch them down. Then, wait a minute. It's difficult because I need to know the angle of the camera. I want to be like, have it looking up from the pool, sort of. Like someone's in the pool and they're like tucking down, and they take the shot like as and he's going in. Hopefully I won't have to draw like the underwater view, because I don't really know how the water like reflects things. It's a very difficult thing I'm trying to accomplish. Let's see. This is a 3 foot deep all around. Be about waist for everybody. I'm probably going to be here for a long time, figuring out angles and such. The digital phase will probably be tomorrow, or no, tomorrow's 4th of July. Can't do that. Yeah, one of the following days. So it'll take me a long time to figure out how to get this correct. This will just be a map for where the water goes. Then I will construct the angles. Which they're coming at. Is that? These a bit so I can perspectivize things. Okay, so that's the focal point, I think, around there. So, yeah, the water will be flat throughout. As from looking up from the pool. That's how the camera would work. It wouldn't be in the water, otherwise it wouldn't function. Now, if I take it like this, can everybody fit in the pool? Cassidy is 6 foot plus. That means she would be mostly out of the water. It's a 3 foot deep pool. And what else? Everybody else is around the 5 foot range, a little more. So that would mean, yeah, their tails would be, their waist would be underwater. Cassidy is the only exception because she's uber tall. Now proportionalizing. What else? It's looking down like that. Interesting. Let's go. Should have borrowed that perspective, but book for longer. Yes, they are in the water. What the layout of the picture is, Annie is jumping into the pool doing a cannonball, and all the other characters are like trying to like block themselves from getting splashed or something like that. Let's see. I have Cassidy, Katrina, and Raymond all in the water. But Sibs is a robot. I don't know if I want to have it so he's a waterproof robot or he'll be doing something outside. Yeah, maybe that's what I could do. Like off to the side over somewhere he could like, or maybe he could like transform into something that could be of use during the thing. Let me think. Maybe he could be like DJing or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. So let's see. How are we gonna proportionalize this? So he runs off from here. I think that's too big. That's too big. And the hair clips just a little bit. His torso. No, it's like a little bit. Then the legs bend. Okay, that's the plot. Oh, this is just making me think of the odd ones out. Oh, wait, that's not correct. The angling is that way. He wouldn't be like that at all. There's so much thinking that goes into art. It's unbelievable. Just unbelievable. So if it's on a downward angle, then be able to like see his leg, his under legs. Foot there. Also, if he's apologies, I probably should have mapped this out before streaming. Well, there could be my solution. If I have the tail out in front, then it can cover up the feet and stuff entirely. Hello, Wolfmaster. Welcome to the stream. So, for that. Ears need to get smaller towards the top. Well, they do that anyways. But the crest on the ears show. Before I do too much more, I'm going to figure out how to draw Annie. Okay, let me explain it. So, for the summer art challenge, I'm going to draw all my main characters in the pool. This is going to be Annie cannonballing in, and everybody else is like preparing for impact, kind of. But it's on a weird angle. From inside the pool. Maybe that could save some time. I could like pretend that Sibs is taking the picture from inside the pool. Because he's a robot, but he could be waterproof because he's really technologically advanced. Although I don't use Sibs too often anymore. Might be good to see him again. Now that I've got everything mapped out, time to actually draw. Art is a frustrating hobby, I'll tell you that much. Uh, Maybe you could draw your persona on the beach. Hmm. Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's a weird angle though. He No, it's not mean. He's right. Like I'm still figuring out like a lot of things with this. Cuz if you take into account the perspective, it's from the water. So you're looking up and you'd be able to see the roof of his mouth. But because his mouth is open so wide, because he's shouting cannonball, then you also see the bottom one. But how do you transition it? That's the difficulty. I think what I have to do is like pretend like behind the skin flap is like a continuation of the other side. So duplicate that one ridge there and just move it over a little bit. It's a little better. Add some little teeth. It's okay. I'm gonna be here for a long time. You'll be done with me by the end of the stream. I'll figure out those teeth later. I'm more concerned about like the eyes, cause it's that exclamation kind of eye, like it's like like that kind of. But that's just a line on a face. I don't really like know how to make it so it looks like it's from an actual eye. Hmm. I'm also gonna fix these teeth. Hmm. Maybe I'll look that up. I've never done it before, so it's okay that I reference. Thank you. So from what I've seen, it's like one slit for like the eye closing, like as you normally would, except there's an additional line or so, like above it. I might have to fix that in the digital repaint. Let's see. This is jaw. Comes down like that. Thank you. I've been working on that quite a bunch because I was struggling on it a lot. I noticed that recently, like in terms of anatomy, the head isn't one solid piece. It's the it's picture it as like the face part where like the jaw and everything is attached to the neck, and the ears are like attached to the neck part. It's weird, but it's how it works. At least that's how I describe it. So you draw the edge for the jawline as well as for the back of the neck. I gotta keep this position. I think it's the camera because, like, I'm looking at the replay and mine's blurry as well. I apologize for that. If I knew how to fix it, I would. I more or less just use this as a way of, like, talking to people while I draw. It, like, gives me motivation to keep going with it. Like, once you've started, you don't want to just shut it off for no reason. It's nice. That's mine at. Oh yeah, mine's at 144 for no reason. I'll put mine at 360 because that's my like tolerable level. I'm really tolerant when it comes to those things. I'm not like, oh man, this pixelation is all. I can handle a pretty low amount. Another big challenge I anticipate is drawing wet fur. So like with everybody in the pool and such. Yeah. But still, I don't know how to. I wouldn't like know how to pull it off, as in draw it without it looking like a mess. I mean, it's supposed to be messy, but I still want there to be like some degree of like looking niceness. That's the only term I can think. Okay. I think I should start drawing some other people though to make sure nothing overlaps. Alright, I'll put Kat back here, Cassidy over here, and Raymond here. So we'll have like one of those water boards that he's holding up. Something. Sun should also be in this. I'll put the sun over here so that way it casts a shadow on Raymond, who's hiding behind the water board, as well as some clouds and such. Oh, and there also needs to be a fence around the pool, things like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be here a while. It's been almost an hour already, and this is all I got. So. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm not doing sips. It's close enough to an hour, I think. I'm gonna take off my shoes, because why not? Thought they'd keep my feet warmer, but I don't know. It's not too much of a difference. Okay. So if that's his head size, and that's 5 feet condensed into a ball. When did I start drawing, as in like start drawing period? That was about a year and a half ago. So yeah, I've improved a lot since then, but there's still a lot. If we're going off of, what's her face? I don't know. Crown Prince, you know her? She did this video on levels of art. I was looking at that the other day and trying to figure out where I stand. I think I'm either a 2 or a 3, because it still takes me a very long time to draw. But I have learned some things in terms of anatomy that make it a little better. Although, I have sold some pieces at a convention I was at the other day. Not a furry convention, Comic Con. So that would mean I'm a level 4, but I don't think so because it's taking me a long time to draw these things. There's still a lot that I don't know. If you guys want to look at that video and tell me what you think I am. It goes from 1 to 6, though. Or no, 0 to 6. 0 is not creating anything. So, you can't go below that. Alright. Okay, here's the difficult part. So, leg, leg, okay. So that counts for the 3 feet. So if the pool is 3 feet, crap. Let me just do it this way. I've got a ruler, so I'll best use it. The one leg goes to there, and the other leg goes to about there. An accommodation for the change in perspective. So the bottom of the pool is about there. About there. So, let's see. That's the bottom of the pool. This is the center point. So difficult to think about. I don't know the answer to some of these questions I have. I'm trying to make it as accurate as possible because anatomy is big in terms of sellability of art and what people will think is good. A pool really doesn't have anatomy. You know what? I'm gonna say that is the 3 foot. The bottom of the pool on the corner. Okay. So if that's the case, So if that's the equivalent of 3 feet, Cassidy's a little bit ahead. So that's her 3 feet. Therefore, 4.5 times 2. That can't be right. Maybe it didn't. It wasn't 4.5 then. Oh yeah, it was below 4. Mm. If I could extend the paper, just for the sake of figuring out how this pool is shaped, it'd be so much easier. Oh, jeez. Stretch. Let's think. So if she was over here, she would be about if she were over here, she'd be about that tall, up against the edge of the pool. So take that into account. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just make her pretty tall. Maybe we should stop, like, calling each other, like, saying that we are worse than somebody else. Because if you think about it, we're all as good as we think we are, and if we like deject ourselves like that, then who are we really helping? We're not really helping anybody. We're just making ourselves feel bad. Regardless of whether or not it's true, it's just. You don't need to think about it, you know? I mean, it really depends, anyways. Like, compared to some other artists, I'd say I suck. But then compared to some other artists, I'd say I'm pretty good. It all depends on what your perspective is. But at the time being, I was like, it's best not to like. Well, maybe let others decide for themselves. They don't have to voice their opinions on it. But shouldn't like say your own art is terrible, because then you start thinking, oh yeah, my art is terrible. I can never really get anywhere with this, and then you'll start running yourself dry. You know. You gotta be positive. Oh, crap. I realized I was getting something. Just a question. Bikinis did not make something PG-13, right? Because, yeah, they're going to be there. I'm going to have them covered, but like appropriately. But I'm not sure about ratings. I just want to be concerned so that I don't end up offending anybody ever. Oh, thank you, Galaxy. I won't think so, but you can never be sure. Thank you, guys. It means a lot. But can have her scooched over a little bit so that Annie doesn't jump right on top of her. And she'll be tilted a little bit because she's trying to like dodge the water, kind of. So back to my question. Having them in bikinis doesn't make it PG-13, correct? Or at least have a rating on it. Like PG-7, PG-10. Because I'll put a rating on it if it is. Wait, can I change it? I'm sure there's settings here somewhere. No, I cannot change it. Crap. Oh well. If any of you are offended by the content in this drawing, I apologize. Although hopefully not. None of you guys are, right? Good. Well, I guess that's all I really need. I think I also have to like vary vary the muzzles of like or the snouts of the characters I draw. Because I kind of use like the same one throughout, or close to the same one. Yeah, I'd probably be like level 2, now that I think about it. Because I still chicken scratch because I don't really know how to get the shape around. Otherwise, I can't make smoother lines. I mean, when I go back and like the second time I do it, then I can. But it's just the first time around, I still have to work out the shapes and everything to make sure I'm doing it correctly before I just go out and pencil, just redoing the lines a second time. Are you wearing a fur coat? No, I am not. I do not like fur coats at all. This is my bathrobe because I was very cold. Even though it's the middle of summer and outside it's like 90 degrees. That'd be cool if at some time I did an outdoor stream. Yes, I know what animation memes are, and for the most part, I do not like them, sadly. If it just seems a bit awkward to me the way it goes with the music. If it didn't try so hard to go with the music, it wouldn't be like if it was a story like animation. Or no, I don't like how it repeats. And I don't like how they call them memes either. I feel like meme is kind of an odd term to use for it. If they called them like animated music videos, that'd be cool. Because I do those too. Like, Shy, that one animation I did. I would almost consider that, like, that could be considered, like, within the same genre as an animation meme. It's just, like, not as repetitive. facial expressions are hard. Bah. Hold on. I'm gonna do something. I have this thing where if I can't tell if something looks correct, I put it like up to a light where so I can see it reversed. And if it looks incorrect like that, then I'll try and fix something. When I'm not at an angle like this, I need to make sure. Yeah, just as I suspected. Every time I draw when they're facing the left side, there's an odd kind of slant to it. I don't know how to fix it or anything like that, or why it happens. But if anybody could see anything like obviously wrong with it, please point it out because I'd like to fix it. Or even something that's slight, because I don't know why. Whenever I flip it over, hold on, let's see if it works here. No, it does not. But whenever I flip it over, like their heads look slanted in a weird way. Maybe it's just like the angle I draw at. Crap. That might fix it. Be right back again. Yeah, the whole thing is on a slant. I just don't know. Maybe there's like a certain spot where it has to be flat in order for it to be level. Check again. Hello, Samurai. Welcome to the stream. No, I've never tried to snip a clip. I usually use Fire Alpaca. Let me make sure it's not the whole head. Okay, it looks semi-okay. So I'm just gonna let it slide. From the angle it's at, yes, but like there's an odd thing. For some reason, whenever they're facing the left side, there's a weird slant angle. And I don't know how to fix it. So I'm gonna keep flipping it till I can see that I fixed it. Well, I don't know about that. In order to get more subscribers, I need to post more often, and I need to advertise. Not directly advertise, but like tell people about it rather than just having them show up. And I should probably do more animation and comics rather than still drawings. Because I'm pretty sure you guys would like animations and such more than just still drawings, right? I did have one idea for a comic that I was going to do while I was at the convention, but I just didn't have enough time for. So, like, first panel, there's a scream. It's like, cat! And then some cat comes running into the room, and she's like, what is it? What happened? And then Annie from the distance is like, there's a spider in the middle of the floor. Or, no, there's a huge spider in the middle of the floor. Then the next frame, he's just like saying, kill it, please. And it's like, wait, what are you doing? And like she's picking up the spider on a piece of paper. It's like, you're overreacting. It can't harm you, so why would you harm it? Then she lets it out of the window. And then Annie says, thanks, cat, you're a lifesaver. but like the whole time you haven't seen Annie. So in the last frame, she's like, "You're welcome. Now get down off the rafters." He's like hiding on the ceiling or something like that. Or no, the ceiling fan. It holds a bit of truth though, because quite honestly, I got a couple wall crawlers down here. I cannot stand them at all. Like, there was, like, just the other day, there was one that was at least 3 or 4 inches long. So I went upstairs to my mom, and I was like, "Ma, there's a huge creepy crawler down here. Can you please kill it?" And yeah, she did. But I'm not manly enough to do it yet. Or I could, but I don't want to bring myself to do it because like the feeling when you like crush them or something. Maybe I should learn to like capture them in a cup and then just put them outside. Or I should just do that next time. There's not really much to learn about it. Oh yeah, I was considering that. Oh man, you just reminded me. I was gonna do 2 animation projects for the end of the school year, but I never got around to finish the one because I didn't have enough time. And Flash MX 2004 was a piece of garbage. But if I make it into an animatic, that'd be so much better. This, I was gonna do that, but it just slipped out of mind. You know what? After the comic with the spider, that'll be my next project. Although it really should be my first priority, considering I forgot it for so long. Do you know how to draw sand? Um, Traditionally, probably not. But if you're using digital, like with Fire Alpaca, there's a little speckle tool that you can use. I think it's just like, I think it's just flat. And, but if I had to take a guess as to how to do it traditionally, I would say dots of different like intensity, or maybe like do one shade for the whole thing, and then make little darker dots. Oh no, the class is over. It's in summer. It's summer now, so I can do whatever. But if this is just on my own time. Shy was my final animation project. Alright. Now wait. Let's finish this brown. I will check in the window.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I don't usually talk too much during these. Although I should. Don't feel pressured to stay though. It's okay if you have somewhere else to go or if you have something else you want to do. I won't mind. This is more or less just a way of making a speed art video. Like, for those who watch live, they get commentary and things, and they can see the process more in depth. But for those who miss it, they'll just see the speed art video, which is produced from this by um, speeding up the footage. Um, Cassidy is a little bit in front. That's the thing. I tried to picture that with head size, because they're all like together in this sect of the pool. Like Annie is trying to splash them, which is why he's doing it again. So, and yes, I agree. It looks like they are close to each other. A bit too much. But what can you do? I'm debating on whether or not to have paws as a standard for like my characters. On the feet, definitely, but for the hands, I kind of like how it looks without. Having the paws with 5 fingers seems kind of cluttered. If they were feral, it'd be different. Or like digigrade. But they're more on the Anthro side. Yeah. I should learn how to do feral. I know how to do digigrade a little bit, but not too much. Yeah. Realistic is difficult. Holy crap. I just realized how long her arm is. I need to redo that. And that's usually my biggest proportion thing. My arms are too long. I knew something looked off. No, not at all. I have, well, if you count characters as personas, then yeah, I have boy and girl personas as well. I mean, if they're personally like, I mean, if it means personally, again, still no problem. To be honest, I think girls are better in a lot of ways, as are guys, but like, it depends on which traits you emphasize. Times I feel like I'm very feminine, but I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking because I don't know what I'm saying. Still too. Okay. So if I'm going based off my own arm length, straight across, then up. Almost like a dab. I'm kidding. Still too long. Jesus. How's this? Yeah, that should be about right. No. Hold on. Am I doing this right? I need to account for the hand size. Jeez. I should probably study anatomy more. Otherwise, I'm gonna spend out an hour on things like this. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say that. When setting up things like that, yeah. Like the basic of how everything looks. I do that too, it's just with the lines and everything. But it's proportions, so that's the problem. Hand should be about the size of the head. Hello, Chris Z. Welcome to the stream. Why'd you retract your message? Hold on. I gotta mute. Hold on, Ma!
Sorry about that.
Alright, see you, Samurai. I put the thumb on the wrong side. I knew I was messing something up. That's better. Yes, please stop spamming. Otherwise, I will ban you. And you do not want that. I hope.
Ugh. My favorite animal is a fox. Well, actually, no. I have a lot of favorites. No, probably a fox, yeah. Fox. Just a red fox, I think. Although, yeah, fox. Arctic foxes would be my favorite if they looked a little more like regular foxes. Their ears are a little weird. Because they're surrounded by all the poof. It's difficult to, like, pinpoint shapes. Well, I'm gonna drink some water. I just felt a little dizzy. More than an hour and a half in, I still got nothing. And yes, this is nothing. Yeah, Nick Fox is a kid as well.
Dang it. Now there's not enough room for Katrina. If I put them in front. Hello, Astral. Welcome to the stream. Wait, let me see. If they are right by the edge, if that were the case, let's see. Could that still work? No, because then I would be jumping down. It'd be way too close. Hey, Crescent, welcome to the stream. Yeah. I still haven't done much. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Where am I gonna put Katrina? If I put her back there, either Annie or Cassidy will be blocking. Hello, Charlie Corrigan. Welcome to the stream. Then over here, Raymond will be using one of those water boards to defend himself against Annie's cannonball. So I have a couple of different characters, and I want to put them in the pool together as like a party. And Annie, the main guy here, is doing a cannonball and trying to splash everybody else around him. There it goes. I've been drawing for about a year and a half, but this one drawing I'm almost 2 hours on. So, yeah. I still don't know that much about anatomy and such, so I have to work out a light sketch for every drawing. Maybe I can have like Katrina on the. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh. Let me move the face. Yeah, stretch out like there. Me. Okay. Yeah, they were huge before, like all the way down to here and up to there, so yeah. I try not to make them too long. Let's see. If we're gonna measure. They go a little bit down past the hip, which I think is normal length, or at least tried to. The hands accommodate for that.
It doesn't go directly to the waist, otherwise the pockets wouldn't work.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. My excuse would be because they're covered in fur, you don't have to put too much detail into them. The crease of the fingers is higher up than the crease of the thumb. That's how I like to remember that part. Pinky is a little bit shorter than everything else.
All the fingers are really the same length. It's just a matter of where the crease is.
If you want to think about it that way.
At least if you're looking at your own hands.
You can use them as a reference.
Excuse me.
Let's see. Okay, because Raymond is all the way back here, that will be much bigger. Maybe I'll do it from the side view. Sure, that'd be cool. Do you need a picture? Or you can use my other eye. Katrina is not on the picture. So, this is going to be Raymond. If that's what you're thinking. This is Cassidy. This is Annie. I use Katrina a lot in my drawings, so maybe I can have her like in the background. Yeah, like, what if she's like carrying a pool noodle up here or something? Yeah, something like that. So that way she could still be in the drawing, just like not in the pool. It's okay. I could have him squinting. I could have him eyes clenched, like with Annie. As in, like, he's preparing for impact. Or... what else? I'll just do clenched. Silly. I'll just squint, actually. Some practice. Annie's eyes are brilliant blue, like his hair. Alright. See you around, Astral. Oh, I got it now. He'll be saying take cover because he knows it's coming. Maybe not because he knows it's coming, but he can see it. Thank you very much. That means a lot. Because I try to work out my own things. No, we'll stop talking again. It's when you have a thought, but like that thought doesn't want to finish itself. You just like, eh. It was like this morning. I was kind of feeling dizzy and such. So, but I still wanted to get some art done because I hadn't done some in a while. So I was trying to like talk to myself in order to get myself energized. So like, yeah, I was saying stuff, but my sentences were all broken, like using the wrong words. It's like, are you all right? Time to do a shower, something like that. I mean, it wasn't that exactly, but something similar. And like I had never done that before, so I went around asking people, "Hey, is it normal to talk to yourself?" Because I feel like I might be going crazy. Because I never do that except when I'm like really upset about things. Hmm. I guess so. Well, I mean, I was saying things like it. It was what like things I was saying. Like I was trying to tell my brain how to function. Like don't think things like this. It's time to like get motivated. Where should we go now? Things like that. I don't know. I'll never draw rain from the backside. Now I can make some designs. Well, really, that's it. Like triangles on the side of the face, and then one down the back, so that his hair is red. Okay, that was weird. No, that's actually not correct. It's the whole back of
see it, according to one of my old drawings. Snaps for life. I sort of learned how to whistle, but I can't, like, close my lips correctly, so it's kind of a weird squeak instead. Saying I'm around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, forget you. Just the change in my pocket wasn't enough, and I'm like, forget you and forget how to sing on Tyler when you don't know the words to the song. Don't know the words. It's Forget You by CeeLo Green. Although for the longest time I didn't think there was an explicit original version. Maybe if somebody ticks me off I could edit the explicit version. Probably won't though. Probably like be defacing to my character. That is not how fingers work. Anybody else watch The Office in the audience? Because I started a couple weeks ago and started binge watching like anywhere I could, and I'm on season 8 right now. So yeah,
That's me. That could be a thing I could animate. Furry version of The Office. Although, it's not really connected to much of anything. It's just something I like combined with something else I like. Whatever. I wonder how difficult it would be to move a tail while it's underwater. Like, I mean, it depends on the motor functionability of, like, regular tails like the cats. Like, if it happens spontaneously, or like they have a lot of control over it. Because if it has like the same amount of strength as an arm, I don't imagine it would. But if it does, then it'd be pretty easy. But otherwise, it'd just like stagger a little bit. Oh, I did this the wrong way. Oh wait, yeah, white fur. It's creepy. Hmm.
I'm gonna check the window again. I'm trying to speak. I'm sorry. I don't know what much to talk about. Well, I want my stream to be a little entertaining. It's kind of messy actually at the moment. Because I'm just doing the sketches right now. Once I get like really into the swing of things, like once I transfer to digital, I'll be like fixing everything up. Hold on. I'm gonna mute for a second. Okay, I'm back. Hello again, Samurai. So, we got them three in the pool. And still got Katrina to work. Now, what can she do? Yeah, the pool thing. Now, how would she be posing?
Maybe she has a water gun. Or something. Question is she too tall for the scene? Maybe she'll be bent over. Something. Yeah, she's too tall. Okay, what do we do then? Oh, I know. She's sitting on the side. Yeah. Should be covered up a little bit by the board, but that's okay. She's right here. Now maybe over just a little more. Hmm. I may actually, like, once I draw this on the computer, move him into the water. So, like, the water is splashing everybody and they're getting ready. Because, like, right now it's like they're preparing for him to splash. Which is kind of weird. Maybe close to it. Maybe, I don't know. Thank you, Astro. Oh, it's the same. This is Katrina. Uh, she's sitting on the side, and I'm trying to figure out how to pose her head. Or maybe she's just watching because she's not in like the immediate splash zone. Well, this gave me some major left side practice. Although if I look into the mirror, it like doesn't really look right. There's an odd kind of slant. Like if I can get a picture of it when it's reversed, I'll show you. It's like maybe I could. Nah, I don't know how I do that. But it's a strange phenomenon, and I don't know how to fix it. Hmm. Hmm. Here's another question. Should I give Cassidy a pouch because she's a kangaroo? I'm not sure. Okay. I just had a funny thought, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. Yeah, that's a little better. I think. Makes it more obvious that she's a kangaroo, not a cow, or something of that nature. Because a lot of animals have very similar ears to that, I think. Or not. I don't know. Never mind. That is creepy. Okay. This is going to be digital, so I could like emphasize the glow of the sun on the reflection on the water and things. Yeah, if this was traditional, it would be a mess. Believe me. Funny, I actually had this idea like in my from since like my first days of art, but I had nowhere near this much skill. So I couldn't draw it. Or if I did it would be a complete mess.
Eyes are so tough. Ow.
Stupid of me. Eyes and eyebrows are the worst. They make the whole character essentially. But you could screw up so easily. save them for later. Why not? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. A while back, I created Katrina, like, she was my second character. And she is a species I made up called a Zolbean, which I intended to be the combination of a rabbit and a lizard. Although, the lizard part isn't really sticking. It's mainly just because she doesn't have, like, fur. She's got the bunny ears, and I don't really know what she's a mix of, actually. That combination isn't really valid now that I think about it. And she's purple for whatever reason. I have to. I think I got it. Oh, cool. That was fast. Well, actually, not really, but still. I'm just so used to everybody being a much faster drawer than I am, because I am a tortoise. these things. I mean, I don't know. How long's it been? Might be pretty quick. But I usually take like hours. Like, this is just a sketch. If I were trying to like color all this in, like forget about it. I mean, like, when did I suggest it? When was it suggested? Oh yeah, that was at the very beginning. So yeah, that did take quite a while. It's not that I take my time, it's that I redo things over and over and over again because I can't get them right. And I'm a perfectionist, which is even worse. Okay. So let's see. Now we got her little bubble things. Okay. Bye. Yeah. That'd be cool. You could like post it to Instagram or Amino or something like that. Yawn. Okay. mess this up.
Actually, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I messed up a lot of things prospectively. Now that I look at it. Hmm.
If it's PG-13, then yeah, sometimes. Although, when I'm not sure of my audience, I restrain myself. I've done a couple of PG-13 ones, back when I was in my edgy phase. I really didn't know how to do it. Okay, I'm just about done with the sketch. There's probably some perspective things I messed up. So I'm gonna take a break and then like ask around like for other artists on Amito what I could do to fix perspective things. Things like that. And then come back when I'm ready to do the digital. Alright? Thank you all for coming to my stream. And I will be back soon.